Good Tuesday morning. Hope you're having a great start to your day. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Had some rough weather at times yesterday, but most things stayed pretty decent here in the low country. Had a tornado warning up briefly in Georgetown County. Some pretty nasty, severe weather in the upstate. Tornadoes around the Charlotte metro, but we lucked out. We talked about that over the weekend. That if we could get this to where the wind direction was just right, and it would feed moisture and feed cooler temperatures off the Atlantic into the line, we just get some good rain out of it, and it would start to weaken as it made its way toward the coast. That happened, and that was also thanks to some of the thunderstorms that developed early in the day yesterday. They kind of zapped some of that energy, and the timing of those two together really helped us out. So we fared pretty nicely yesterday. It doesn't always work out that way, but we like it when it does. So here's your St. Patrick's Day forecast today. Whether you're heading to downtown Charleston for the parade this morning, it's going to be a chilly one, about 40 at parade time, with lots of sunshine, northwest wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour. If you're headed to any of the local establishments having their St. Patrick's Day festivities today, by the afternoon, we'll be in the low 50s with lots of sunshine. It'll be sunny and cool. If you're heading over to Shawnee on Johns Island, I know they're doing something again this afternoon, this evening. It's probably a good idea to grab a jacket because you're going to need it if you're going to be hanging outside, even though the sun is going to be out. Overnight, freeze warning in place. I think we're going to have a fairly widespread frost and freeze away from the coast, down to about 30. We'll be in the low 40s at 9 o'clock and low 30s when you wake up tomorrow morning at 7, with lots of sun carrying us through the day tomorrow with some scattered clouds moving in during the afternoon. We'll see highs going into the mid-50s. We're looking at mid-30s when you wake up Thursday, going back into the low to mid-60s by Thursday afternoon. And look at Friday with lots of sunshine, high temperatures going back into the low 70s, and we keep that warming trend going through the weekend. So frost and freeze likely tonight with some inland frost possible again Wednesday morning. The warming trend will begin, though, and that carries us into the 80s maybe by the time we get to Saturday and Sunday. So I hope you have a very happy and safe St. Patrick's Day, and I will see you around.